All right, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Randy here with RTS Mobile Gaming, bringing you a phenomenal video today. We are playing the Lord of the Rings Rise to War. And in today's video, we are talking about Gandalf the White. That's right, this is my Gandalf the White build against my buddy Angath, or James, his fantastic Mouth of Sauron. So let's get right into it, okay? First of all, Gandalf the White is a super duper powerful commander, and he has a lot of good builds, okay? However, I'm only going to say this once. You are not going to be able to make his commander damage, the white build, work without having crazy good gear and super high focus, okay? Without those two things, don't even bother going into the white tree. Focus on your army-based builds like I've done here, okay? So in this particular build, my focus is on the Bree Riders. The Bree Riders are fantastic units because they have the Steady Will ability, which means they can cleanse a debuff every single round. This is extremely effective, especially against commanders like Mouth of Sauron, who have a half dozen debuffs that they are going to apply to you, especially the negative damage ones, okay? So we are going to run with the White Rider ability. We're going to run with Horsemanship for a lot of damage. Then we're going to have the White Council. We'll have High Alert, and then we'll have Champion of Light for some more damage. You can also take points out of Champion of Light and put more points into the Wizard, which is going to give you a fantastic minus defense debuff for 3 rounds. This will affect all enemy targets instead of just Orc, Uruk-hai, and Trolls. However, I feel like this skill is so strong when fighting against evil. Don't go without it, okay? You put your leftover points down here, right? You're going to grab the White. You're going to grab Blindside for a stun. All of your leftover points are going to go into the Wizard to reduce enemy defense for the first 3 rounds, okay? Super strong at max level, right? Minus 50 defense, which is enormous, all right? So, that combined with some Cataphracts to add a little bit of tankiness in there, and you combine a little bit of Ram Rider for some armor penetration, right? With the defense penetration here, really, really fantastic. Now, one tweak to the build that some people may argue, and I don't disagree, it's not a bad thing to do. You may decide to take out 28% damage and move it down into the R5 tree, into the reinforcement category to give yourself about 20 to 30,000 healing in the later rounds of the fight, okay? It's not a bad decision. I just am, right, I like damage, so I'm going to go with as much damage as I can as quickly as possible, okay? Gear-wise, melee damage, pew-pew. Okay, Superior Hjöbjörk with Shroud. You can run Burn Resist if you want. Horseman's Helm for anti-stun. And then Palantir of Orthanc for Pursuit, okay? Now, how did this actually perform in a fight just an hour ago against Angath, again, my buddy James, okay? This performed pretty freaking well, all right? Especially against a fairly chonky armor, right? 275,000 HP is pretty chonky for an orc-based army. He's got 1,000 tier 4 in here, which, as we know, have fantastic defense penetration. If I was running Bow Knights, I would have been really susceptible to this build and probably had a much closer fight, but because I am running Bree Riders as my damage dealers instead of Bow Knights, I don't have that risk, okay? His overall gear is pretty decent. He's got some 5-star purples with 2 and 3 refinement levels, okay? Build-wise, we've got the R5 maxed out. We have the R0 bottom tree here with some points in it, right? Enfeeble maxed out, Master of Mischief. So these are all debuffs that I'm going to cleanse, right? Enfeeble is a debuff. Harboring of Darkness, debuff. Dishearten, debuff. Okay, what else we got here? Black Arts will be a debuff, okay? Dark Mantle, debuff. So there's 5 debuffs for me to cleanse, which is why the Bree Riders probably were so effective, all right? Overall damage here, we've got the Bree Riders doing the majority of the damage. Fantastic. Let's take a look at how that played out, all right? Okay. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls from around the world, here we go. There's a debuff. So many debuffs. Debuff, debuff, debuff. All over the place. Reducing the defense. The Warlord's defense is now at 0. You like that? Reaper's down at 3 defense. So I'm going to pound these orc units directly in their face with all of this damage. Of course, my Bree Riders get Manipulate from his helmet. Debuff number 6. Why not? Okay, so I cleansed some sort of damage mitigation. I think I cleansed the big one because 8,000 damage is pretty significant. I think I cleansed the main debuff for 75% damage mitigation. I'm pretty sure I just cleansed this. I still have Manipulate for 21%. I still have Dishearten for 21%. Okay, so that's 42% reduced damage right there. All right. So this makes sense. I definitely cleanse a 75% damage buff right here. I still have minus 42% damage dealt. Okay? But boom, Bree Riders, check. Okay? I've now trampled the poor Reapers. They now literally have 0 defense. Let's see if my Bree Riders can hit them. Here we go. Bree Riders, I cleansed another... Oh, this is Enfeeble. I cleansed Enfeeble. And now I'm hitting... I lost Manipulate. And I hit the Warlords with 0 defense for 16,000 damage, guys. So much damage from the Bree Riders. That cleanse is so strong. Okay? My damage is going up now. I'm just going up. How do we do here? Where are we at? Bree Riders, okay? What did I cure this time? Physical damage received. I cleansed 14% increased damage received from the debuffs, okay? So we're still cleansing. And how hard? I mean, here we go. The Warlords being stunned, right? Gandalf the White is stunning these people. I'm getting a lot of things in. We have Master of Mischief. Did not afflict Madness on my Bree Rider, which is great. The Warlords are stunned. The Reapers are only hitting for 1,800. There's not many left alive, I imagine. Oh, there's 3,400 left alive. They still have the debuff. Okay, so next round is when we'll see the big damage come out. Round 4 is when the big damage is going to come out from everybody. All the debuffs are gone. All of my buffs are up. So this will be a good round, okay? Here's the Bree Riders. I just cleansed off another minus damage. This is going to be the Dishearten for 21% damage. So now I've cleansed off all of the anti-damage debuffs on my Bree Riders. I'm now dealing full damage from my Bree Riders, okay? And I have the full 32% damage stacks. So this is my max damage with how many Bree Riders are left alive, okay? The Ram Riders coming in for 8,700. Cataphracts. Warlords, the Reapers. Where's the Reapers? Reapers hitting the Bree Knights for 13k. Oh my goodness. So here in round 5, the Reapers are going to gain their execution bonus. Okay. The Bree Riders have nothing left to cleanse. They have purged all of the enemy debuffs, which means every time they get a debuff now, it'll be purged immediately. You can now no longer crowd control the Bree Riders. Okay. They are immune. But you can hit them pretty hard with Reapers, apparently. In case you're wondering, you can do that, okay? Okay, the Bree Riders have Madness and Anti-Heal, so that's actually 2 debuffs. They cleanse the defense. They prevailed through Madness, right? Could be worse, huh? Could be worse. Ram Riders hitting for 8,700. Stop punching my... Dude, these Reapers are just massacring my poor... Bree Riders. Oh my goodness. Okay. I mean, we're just chomping away, but these Reapers are starting to catch up, guys. They're starting to catch up. They're really making a dent in my Bree Riders because of my low defense here. The Warlords are down. Only the Reapers are left. Ladies and gentlemen, who is going to prevail? I don't know. Here we go. Coming in hot and heavy. Gandalf for 3k. Bree Riders for 85. Cataphracts 53. Ram Riders for 73. Reapers stunned. Ladies and gentlemen, into round 10. What is going to happen? We're going to have a draw. Because you already saw the end of the report. But that's a good fight, okay? So, great fight. Gandalf the White, okay? Purple gear. Again, maxed out purple gear. I get it. Blah, blah, blah. Against Angath / James with also purple gear. That's slightly lower level, but still fantastic, okay? Good fight. I love you guys. Long time. Hopefully this build has made you excited about running, oh my God, Bree Riders, okay? And therefore, like and sub. Love you long time. Randy out.